What do you do when there's no work to do? Usually when I have nothing to do, I ask my manager if any of my peers need help. If not, then I usually spend time studying material that'll help me on my next project. What do you do when there are too many things to do? I really like it when there is so much work. I'm a fast and efficient worker, and I like taking challenges that are big. With proper planning and execution, I've always managed to complete all my tasks. What do you do when you feel burnt out? When I feel burnt out, I go to the gym and work out. This actually helps me because it moves the focus from my mind to my body. After a good workout, I really feel mentally rejuvenated. How do you manage having so many things to do, such as work, family, and school? Well, during the day while my kids are in school, I like to work. And in the evenings, we spend time together doing homework. I really enjoy being busy and managing multiple things in my life. What have you heard about our company that you didn't like? From my research, I didn't find anything I disliked. This company provides great benefits, works on exciting products, and is listed in the top 100 companies to work for. Do you want to work for a small or large company, and why? I want to work for a small company because I feel I'll have more opportunities to gain valuable experience. I know some friends in large companies, and they have specific roles that limit what they're capable of doing. I'm hoping that a small company will have more variety and challenges for each employee. How do you manage having so many things to do, such as work, family, and school? I'm very organized, and I plan everything I do. This helps me to easily find a balance between family and work. You've been with one company your entire career. Don't you think you'll have a tough time adjusting to a new environment? Although I've been with one company, I've experienced many changes and new roles in my career. For example, during the middle of a long project, the vice president sent out a group-wide mail completely changing our direction. We had to basically start from scratch with half the time left. It felt like I was a new employee again, having to ramp up on new technology, reading up on instructional documentation, and learn new applications. So through my experience dealing with change and adjusting to new projects, I am confident I will not have a tough time adjusting to this new environment. Do you want to work for a small or large company, and why? I worked for a small company for a year and missed out on a lot of benefits a larger company provides, such as training, structured work environment, and a wider variety of work, so I want to work for a large company. What do you do when there's no work to do? I always try to be productive even if there isn't much work to do. I use my time to find areas of improvement within the office, take time to study new things that will help me on future projects, and volunteer to help other co-workers that might have too much work. What do you do when there are too many things to do? I usually plan, organize, prioritize, and then work real hard. I always keep my cool and work on one item after another. I found that this is efficient instead of worrying about how much work there is to do. What do you do when you feel burnt out? I think it's important to anticipate being burned out before it happens. But if a deadline requires me to work so much that I end up being burned out, I try to relax myself and get re-energized by not thinking about work at home and watching a good movie. What do you do when there's no work to do? As a sales associate, there are many times when there is no work, but I always stay busy by cleaning and rearranging the items I'm selling before customers come in. What do you do when there are too many things to do? I regain my composure, take a deep breath, and work diligently. If there is a chance that I might not finish something due to the size of the work item, I'll inform my manager and make sure my manager is aware of my situation. What do you do when you feel burnt out? I usually use the weekends to engage in my personal hobbies to prevent me from burning out. I like to play tennis and golf, and these activities keep me mentally energized to work hard in the office. You've been with one company your entire career. Don't you think you'll have a tough time adjusting to a new environment? In my company, my projects change very frequently, and I was required to ramp up on new technologies. I'm also very friendly and like to meet new people, so I think I'll have an easy time adjusting to a new environment. What have you heard about our company that you didn't like? When I search for a job, I always look for negative things. However, I didn't find anything that I didn't like. That's why I'm very excited to have this opportunity to work here. What do you do when there's no work to do? When I have no direct work, I always find side projects such as thinking about a process of some sort that helps with office efficiency. One time, I created a small tool using MS Word that helped our team speed up the mailing process. What do you do when there are too many things to do? I believe in hard work. A lot can be accomplished by working diligently. In a situation where there are many things to do, I will reprioritize my work, plan and organize as much as I can, and work hard. What do you do when you feel burnt out? I try and prevent burning out by maintaining a healthy, balanced life. I try to engage in personal hobbies outside of work, such as playing the guitar or going for a hike. They keep me energized to work hard in the office. But if I do feel burned out, I like to rent a movie and relax for the night. You've been with one company your entire career. Don't you think you'll have a tough time adjusting to a new environment? I actually like being in new environments. I like to travel a lot, and even when I'm in a different country, I've always blended in smoothly. What have you heard about our company that you didn't like? I read up on this company thoroughly and even spoke with a friend who works here. I didn't hear anything negative about ABC Company. Is there something I should know before working here? What do you do when there's no work to do? I'm a type of person who hates not having work to do. In my last position, I frequently asked my supervisor for more work when I finished early. And in times when there really is no work, I go around searching for work, and if I'm still unsuccessful, I'll try to make work that will make existing processes more efficient. So I believe there never is a time when there is no work to do. What do you do when there are too many things to do? For me, the busier it gets, the more I organize and plan. Some people might think I could use the time I spend in planning out my day to work on something, but I realized how efficient I can work when I organize my work ahead of time and plan out my day thoroughly. Also, it prevents me from panicking or from blowing up from the pressure. I learned from my previous manager that when there are many things to do, you should work smarter instead of faster. How do you manage having so many things to do, such as work, family, and school? With my kids in school, it's really easy to manage my time. I have the full day to myself, and I want to be productive by helping a company grow. You've been with one company your entire career. Don't you think you'll have a tough time adjusting to a new environment? I don't think it'll be very difficult. I learned that this company is very diverse and has a great office environment. I feel I'll blend right in and make solid contributions to this company. Do you want to work for a small or large company, and why? I want to work for a large company because there are different opportunities within the company. I also feel a larger company provides better training. Finally, a larger company already has key processes in place to provide employees tools to work efficiently.